This tool I'm about to show you has saved me thousands of dollars throughout my lifetime as a mechanic. So we're going to cover that in today's video. So stick around, grab a coffee, grab a drink. Should be fun. All right, so the best tool, the most invaluable tool as a mechanic to have is a compression gauge. Now, if you do not know what a compression gauge is, inside any engine, whether it's a motorcycle engine, a weed whacker, a snowblower, lawnmower, car, truck, whatever you name it, there's a thing called compression inside each cylinder. You have a number of cylinders, you've heard it before. Not to get super technical, we're just going to cover it real quick. You can have a single cylinder like a dirt bike, a V-twin like a Harley. You can have a 4-cylinder like some Jap bike, your V8 like a car, V6, whatever. However many cylinders are, there's compression in each cylinder. What this tool does is gives you a readout in pounds how much compression is in each cylinder. So the most invaluable tool, like I said, being a mechanic, is knowing the compression in each cylinder or cylinders, depending on whatever I'm looking to buy, whatever project it may be. So this tool is invaluable. So we're going to go ahead and put my 2 chainsaws up on the bench. We're going to do a compression check on those. They're 30 years difference between the two. One's brand new, one's 30 years old. So I'm curious to see what the compression readings are on those. And then after that, we'll talk more about why, again, it's a really good, valuable tool. So stick around, should be fun. So the first saw we're going to do a compression test on is my Echo CS 590 Timberwolf here. We've only ran 1 tank of fuel through this, so I am curious to see what the compression reading is on pretty much a brand new saw right out of the box. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your air filter cover off. You should have a boot under here that your spark plug is under. We're going to go ahead and pop this boot off. Pop this boot off, get it out of the way, and then we're going to take our spark plug out with our wrench. Alright, so we got our scrunch. It's our screwdriver and wrench for all you newbies. We're going to break that free. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our plug out. You can see we're already running pretty good. We only ran a tank of fuel through it. But then our tester here comes, I probably shouldn't have dropped that either, but comes with a hose here. And basically you're just replacing where the spark plug went with this hose here. You see this hose has an O-ring on it. You're going to thread that right in. You can always match up the threads. Looks pretty good, so you don't have to do anything. So we're going to thread this right in here. Alright, so like I said, we're going to take this, we're going to fish it in here, and we're going to thread it down till that O-ring makes a seal. And then this is just like your regular coupler here, quick connect, like your air hose, and that's it. So now let's put the saw on the ground, and I can show you how to do it. Alright, so what you're going to do now, yes, I am wearing sandals. You're going to put the saw on the ground here. You're going to move this so it's out of the way so it doesn't get dinged or scratched or dented. And what you want to do is, it's obviously not going to start because we don't have a what's it called? There's no spark plug in it. So basically you want to hold it full throttle, and then you want to give it some pulls there. And as you can see here on the gauge, I'll show you on the bench in a second, we're reading about 160. So listen real quick. Hear the compression come out? So I usually do it a couple times just to make sure you get a good accurate reading. Alright, so now that I get you guys back on the bench here, you can see the gauge here, about, like I said, about 160. And listen, we're letting that compression out. So it's about 160. So what we're going to do with that number, and again, we're still breaking the saw in. I was just curious to see if the compression will go up the more I run the saw. So I just have a notebook here, CS 590, today's date, the 22nd, and I'm going to write 160 on there. Now, what that's going to do is that's going to give me a reference point from here on out. So check it at the end of the season or check it before the beginning of next year and just see where my compression's going. If I'm slowly losing compression, that means something's going on with my motor. Maybe we need to rethink what gas I'm running, what oil I'm running. I'm causing too much wear in there and I'm losing the compression. So all said and done now. Again, we've only ran a tank of fuel through this, so I'm curious to see what if my numbers will go up, if it'll stay right around there. Be interesting to see. But this more or less was just about having the tool itself. So we got our plug back in. Let's put our boot back on. We can put our cover back on, and now we're gonna try the 257 Husky. We're gonna see what that has, how much compression that has over 20 years of use, 30 years of use. All right, so we got this cover all loosened up. We're gonna pop our spark plug boot off, put our screw wrench on there. Oh, a little too much elbow grease on there. So we're gonna take this plug out, which looks super wet. I'm not sure why, actually. That's interesting. Anyways, all right, so again, same thing as before. We're gonna thread this on here, just like such. If it decides to go on me, there we go. And again, make a good seal with that O-ring. You don't have to go super crazy, it'll seal. Pop our gauge back on. Yeah, make sure you take the air out from the last test, and yeah, let's put this on the ground and see what it does. All right, so here we go. Big old Husky. So again, we're gonna put our gauge off to the side here. We're gonna hold it full throttle and then all right, so we got 150. So ready? Let that out again. Full throttle. 150 again. That's awesome. So let's bring this back up here and show you guys. All right, so we're back up on the bench here. Let me show you guys. 150. That is absolutely awesome. I bet you the echo compression will go up as it runs more once the cylinders and all the pistons and rings, once the piston and rings wear in and such. But again, same thing. 160 on the 590. We got 150 on the Husky 257 here. So again, this is our reference chart. We just keep up in the corner there. So let's go ahead and put this back together and let's recap. All right, so let's recap here. Why is it I feel the compression gauge is the most critical tool you can have as a mechanic. Why? Again, like I said in the beginning, it tells you the internal the health of the inside of the cylinder. You could have a brand new carburetor, brand new air filter, bar and chain. The socket look beautiful. If there's got no compression, then what good is it? I have used that compression tool. I was a mechanic before the Homestead. I still am a mechanic. I'm constantly wrenching on things, as you guys know, all my loyal subscribers here. But I've brought that tool with me when I was buying and selling motorcycles over the course of, I bought and sold motorcycles from 2006 to 2013. And I would go check bikes out. I would pull the plugs out, thread that in, kick the bikes over, turn the motor over with the starter and get a compression reading on however many cylinders, depending on the bike. Just to give me an idea of what the health of the motor is. And the bikes that had dead cylinders, I walked away from. You want to know why? Because it costs a lot of money to rebuild a motor. So anyways, just to wrap up, I really hope you guys appreciate this video. I miss you guys. It's been, like I said, it's been over a week since I made a video, so I can't wait to hear from you guys in the comments. Hope you're doing well. Good news, we got, for all you loyal subscribers, we got the fencing coming tomorrow. So we're going to show you some footage of that if I'm around. Hopefully I'm around to catch some of the installation, but if not, we'll just show you the final product here. But anyways, just to wrap up, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Get yourself a compression gauge. Find a good quality one. You don't want some cheesy one. That's a good quality one I've had for years. The cheaper you get, you're going to get misleading numbers. So get yourself a good quality compression gauge with different adapters, and once a season, go through your lawnmower, your snowblower, your chainsaws. Just walk around with a spark plug wrench and do compression checks on everything and write it down. So if you have an issue in the future, you can say, okay, well, I had 170 pounds in this engine in the fall, and now it's spring and I have 150. So something obviously happened, which again, that's more in-depth mechanics. But anyways, I don't know, kind of rambling a little bit, but anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Please let me know what you guys think. If you've used one of these before, maybe this is the first time you've heard about it, but definitely get one, good quality one, name brand one. Don't get some cheap Chinese one. So yeah, anyways, appreciate you guys watching, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video.